How is everyone? As you know, there were many speeches today talking about artificial intelligence, but don't worry, I won't talk more about artificial intelligence. We've already talked a lot about it. As you can see here in the title, so some of you asked me what I was going to talk about because Zico didn't want to update the program for me, but the topic was still TikTok. Why are we going to talk about SEO on TikTok? Because SEO in TikTok has a lot of clickbait. There are more and more articles on this. People talk a lot about searches or no searches in TikTok. So I want to talk about what can be done or can't be done in this platform. And as it is something that's so complicated that I might not be able to explain in 20 minutes, I asked help to some friends from Buscando el Clickbait. Hopefully together we can understand how TikTok works and what is the reality of this platform. Okay, we're having problems. It should play automatically. Yeah, the video is a little paused. Yeah, just a little bit. Until they fix this part, I will tell you what we've seen for SEO in TikTok. You know that a lot of people ask if people actually search in TikTok. Is it something true? Is it a bluff? Is it a marketing campaign? Has Google died? Is there no SEO with ChatGPT and TikTok? And the reality is that if we approach TikTok from an SEO point of view, and as you know, all my history came from SEO, this is a 6-streak graph for indexing in TikTok. I don't really know what kind of projects you manage, but as you see in this metrics, we have between 400 and 500 districts visibility, and I wish I had this in my web. Does the video work? If it does, we'll see that our colleague from Buscando Clickbait want to say to us. Is Google still search engine of reference for everyone? Even Google's SEO is worried that young people are no longer searching on Google, but rather on Instagram or TikTok. Today, in the Clickbait team, we're going to talk in detail about SEO in TikTok. Looking for clickbait. As Belen was saying, the idea is to get deep into SEO in TikTok and understand how much clickbait there is and if it's only hype or if there's more to it. The first thing that caught my attention was that they do something that Google said they can't do. They index a search engine on Google and they index it. So according to Systrix, what we see the most in TikTok is Discover, which is the search engine in TikTok. There's also a lot of segmenting because all the profile come from the root. And it's mostly a celebrity profile that position the most. So we have Discover, which is TikTok search engine, and that is what positions in Google. What is what globally positions TikTok on Google? Intention do, intention no, intention web, and intention visit. As you see, now has 1.59 million keywords in Spanish. That's a lot. There's loads of traffic that we can bring from Google to TikTok, but that's not all. If you look at this, I don't know how many of you have iPhone, but you probably know that there's a widget, and if you have the TikTok widget with Lens, if you don't have it, this is what it looks like. You have a search engine, you can look through Lens, through voice, and also incognito, but there's also the TikTok widget. So don't say that TikTok doesn't want us to search in TikTok, because they clearly want you to search. So we could say that Google search and discover are more or less what TikTok wants to see. I'm not saying that it will substitute Google, but that is the path that they seem to be taking, and they want to be taken. We're tired of hearing that there are loads of visualizations and fake interaction because there are many spots. So today our expert Carlos Estevez is infiltrated and solves this doubt and tells us if it's actually false, and they're just trying to make us think that something that isn't true. You probably heard that TikTok messages are not right, that it's all bots, that it's all a lie. But I think that we need to question everything, and I think it's great that we question it, but let's see the real details. This is a video that I posted in my TikTok channel on ideas in artificial intelligence that decorate your room. You see all the details here. There are bots and there are metrics that I don't really care about. I want a web, I want traffic, I want leads. But thanks to there being building public projects and people sharing their data and statistics, and obviously as a good marketer I added a UTM in my link, I can see that I have more than 2,000 visits from this video to this page. What's up? That this link was in my profile and you needed to click in my bio, and in the link tree it was in my profile. But it can't be a robot that is searching automatically. And if we compare each other to other people, I see that other people who talked about this web generated less traffic than the video of someone who's talking about weird things when he's talking barely has any followers. So we think that you can really do a lot of things that that creates traffic and links through TikTok. And also TikTok doesn't tell us what comes from the search engine and towards you. We have another example that is well positioned in the search engine, but if you see the visualization per sector inside the video, you'll see that 99% is for you, which is the recommendations for in TikTok. So this doesn't really have SEO traffic. And this is the TikTok content that people create for it to be viral. But look at this other one that I published. It has 1.3 million visualization. And if we go into detail, we see that only 5% towards you that's generating reproduction. What is the rest? It's not from your followers, it's not from your profile, it's SEO. From over 1 million, 95% come from the search engine. So yeah, it's quite a thing. Some users are managing to have millions of visualization without having barely any followers. What are they using in order to steal these millions of visualizations to those influencers that have thousands of followers? What is happening here? It's the same thing. So TikTok creating a TikTok channel from an SEO point of view, and to make the analogy, and since in SEO we have a lot of people coming from SEO, instead of SEO on page we have SEO on video. It's optimization that we can do in a video so it is ranked in the search engine. How do we do this? Surprisingly, the equivalent to a title is that you put text inside the video. They have a little bit of text, especially at the beginning of the video. This worked really well. Also the description of the video that recently was increased to 1,000 characters. And also having the keyword at the beginning, the old with the description, or even putting it as a hashtag is useful. And also something that we don't always think about is that TikTok has automatic subtitles and understand what you're saying. So if you also say with your own voice the keyword, it would also rank better. It's like the equivalent to the SEO page. When you upload a video in the AA letters, that's what you need to put at the beginning, and this would be the equivalent to a title for the SEO on video in TikTok. The TikTok algorithm also has science like Google, but instead of being a reboot or a CTR, it measures other things. What does it measure? It's a great revolution in TikTok because with this, especially for Spanish speakers who don't like giving likes and we don't like commenting like they do, for example, in Latin America, simply with just visualizing the whole video, that is considered an interaction. So if your video is watched several times, this is ranked really well, and that is very, very much valued. And it is one of the, and we also have the traditional metrics: liking, comments, sharing the video, saving the video as favorite, seeing the profile of the creator, or saying the sound. So all of these would be other things considered as interaction from TikTok. So if you manage to get anyone seeing the video to touch on any of these areas, TikTok is being told that the person is interested in your video. And obviously if they're watching it several times, they're also interested. And where are we doing SEO if we don't have link building? I see some places such as Fernando's, and I was wondering the same thing, but this is clearly said in the documents. I couldn't believe that this was true, but it is true. When you go to the documents, TikTok confirms what I'm going to tell you now. It's SEO of video in TikTok. And it actually makes sense. What is the greatest sign of quality? But yeah, like usually Spanish people don't like giving likes, but if you get a present of any kind, even if it's just a cent, TikTok really loves this, and this is the biggest sign of quality for TikTok. What is the problem? That we need a community, but it's true that growing in TikTok is much easier than in other social networks. And the first step is 1,000 followers. With a community of 1,000 followers, we can have lives and we can receive donations in a live. If we do a live and we get donations, we have a high reputation because people want to give us money for whatever we're sharing. We don't know what we're sharing, but it must be good. Obviously, when you're going up, once you have 10,000 followers, you can receive presents in the video. If you create a good video, people can give you a present. We go from 1 cent to whatever money they want to give you. The last one is tipping. And you can get tips if you have more than 100,000 followers. I don't really know how tips work yet. If you have any questions and you haven't seen it, these are live presents. You can give a rose that costs 1 coin. It's only a cent. I'm not talking about paying for thousands of euros link. And as you can see, there's like different kinds of presents and different kind of content. But see, if you're doing SEO, we also need this keyword research knowledge. And you need to know where the searches will come from, and we also need to know how to position. Because in Google we have a lot of tools that do this work very well, but in TikTok we might not know how to do it. Most of us would go in here, but you should do this. There's a keyword inside, and you might think that's what you're looking for, but unfortunately that is not what you're looking for. Why? Because keyword inside will tell you what are the keywords that are repeated the most in ads. So those are the ones that don't want to do SEO because they're already paying for this outreach. So we don't really care about this content. We might want it for CDRs, but for us it isn't really worth it. So you shouldn't go into Google Keyword Insight. But obviously if you want to see it you can, but it's not very useful. Where can we see this part? You can find the keywords within each video. How many of you have TikTok here? Very little people. I hope after this talk most of you install TikTok and follow me. TikTok, when you have a video, it tells you within the video which are the keywords or the main entities it's recognizing, and that is very strong. For example, I really like seeing Sataka's profile. The communication means is great on TikTok. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but on an SEO level, they do it really well on TikTok. and the trick is useful for anyone's profile. First, you go in and then you click on the video, and if you follow this process and you look at this area, you have a search engine, and they put what the search engine search would be. And obviously, I don't have details, but also have no doubts that this is how Google indexes the search engine. It's looking for the video, and I don't know if TikTok casually or really well puts the text that is searched for, and this actually positions in Google. So if you've done a video on TikTok and you've uploaded it, and you go to your profile and then the video, and this doesn't appear, you're not doing good SEO on TikTok, and TikTok is not understanding what we're talking on. And look at this on Sataka. I haven't seen all of them, but I haven't found a single one in Sataka where it doesn't say what entity they're talking about. Here, obviously, they're talking about the Vision Pro on Apple. I know it's quite rudimentary and there's a lot of information here, but this is the best way of finding keywords in TikTok. And now, everyone's question. Everyone says that we've read a lot of posts and we can tell us this, but how much truth is there in all of this? The video with more than 1 million visualizations. I appear the first, and then the third, and I have 38,000 followers. And believe me, this video has 100,000 views every day. And this is great for SEO because we don't have a problem of duplicated content. Here you can talk 100 times about the same topic. 100 times about the same topic, and TikTok doesn't care if you're generating content. It's just happy. So how do you take ChatGPT as a second one? And as Beres was saying, these are some of the examples of tests I've done. But people around me are people who have 1, 2, 3, 4 million people, so they're very relevant people. But if you look at my profile, you'll see that I don't even have 40,000 followers. So you don't have to have an amazing profile or to be a great influencer to manage to get all of this. So in the last couple minutes, I would like to say my conclusions. First thing is that SEO is not create or destroy, it just transform. Give us a search engine and things that we can work on that will do something interesting with it. That is the future of SEO. Let us do something and we'll manage. Especially the next one, which is also the message that I would suggest. If you don't have a TikTok, I think you should create an account. There's a huge business opportunity for creating traffic and leads to your web. Of course, if you want to learn more on SEO and TikTok, remember who the first one who told you about it was. Follow me on TikTok. And of course, our friends from En Busca del Clickbait have a final conclusion. From the TikTok offices, we can conclude that we should not trust clickbait. We should trust En Busca del Clickbait. So here you have a QR to scan to access my TikTok and follow me. And if you want to